Okay, Shalom. Shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholoimla. Yahweh Bashmi Awashai Bahashim. Rakah Hakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the waters of the H.I.M and Akwaf. That's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashmi Awashai to the best of their ability. This is Yah and on the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. I wanted to touch on this article with the Detroit Lions. If you're familiar with, the Detroit Lions, which are they made it pretty far this year. And this is an article in essence. It says, despite the city being majority black, and we're not black, we're just different shades of brown people, we are Israelites. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are Hebrew Israelites from your respective tribe. The true name of our Father, the Most High, is Yahweh, which means he exists, or the existing one. And the true name of his son is Yahweh Shai, which means that he's the Savior or Deliverer in Paleo-Hebrew. And he would be what they would call a so-called black man today if he was walking the earth, right? So we're different shades of brown people. Our forefather, his name was, we come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob's name was changed into Israel, which is Yasha-Allah in the Hebrew tongue. And he had 12 sons, and those 12 sons are the, progenitors of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American race. That's where you come from. But anyway, so we're not black. But it says, despite the city being majority black, there were no black-owned businesses included in the New York Times Detroit Lions Boost report, right? Now, when I was reading through this, of course, we know why. We understand that we are under the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. And also, when you look at the comments, you can clearly see from Psalms 83, the people that hate you the most, which is the so-called white race. They hate you. These people are never going to like you. You can forget about it. You can work as hard as you want. You can do whatever you want. You can become the richest person you want. You got people like Michael Jordan. It's so-called white people that they hate that nigga, man. He got some money. He got a little bread. But they look at him like, hey, you're just another, just another nigga, man. No, they don't like you. They're never going to like you. The Lord didn't create them to like you. They are enemies of yours. It's just simple, man. That's scriptural. That's biblical. You got these Christians running around out here talking about love everybody. Love, love, love. But you are the main ones that have gone throughout the four corners of the earth and have been slaughtering our people for hundreds of years. Talking that love shit. Anyway. Let's get a little bit of the article. The New York Times recently released report highlighting Detroit local businesses' economic impact of the Lions playoffs run leading to the NFL Super Bowl. The problem is there were no black-owned businesses included, despite the city being majority black. Phil Lewis, a trusted social media figure and reporter for the Huffington Post, called out the newspaper omission of any black-owned businesses in a report, despite the city being 77% black. And I think it's way more than 77%, because I don't see nobody else in this boy. You got Southwest Detroit, where you got Issachar mainly, the Northern Kingdom, or in that part of Detroit. Then the rest of Detroit, all Negroes. You don't see no other people like that. Detroit, man. The Psalm 83, the Confederate of enemies that have all the businesses, they own all the shit in here. It says his newsletter, What I'm Reading, was pointing out that Shamika Harris, a manager at Cutter's Bar and Grill, spoke with a reporter from New York Times, but none of her comments were included in the report. Lewis's article underscored that the outlet's report completely ignored the Detroit's black business ecosystems, despite playing a valuable role in the city's bustling restaurant scene. Ken Coleman, a senior reporter at Detroit nonprofit news outlet Michigan Advance, wrote in an X post, or Twitter, Detroit is 77% black, 57% of the NFL is black, not one African-American owned business mentioned in the New York Times piece. Right. Lewis also spoke with Dennis Archer Jr., who owns Central Kitchen and Bar. He was a mayor here before. Dennis Archer at one point. That was back in the days there, but It says Archer shared his glaring omission undergirds a pervasive history of racial inequality or inequity, Salakia. The city's black community has faced for years because the city is majority African American, and we're not Africans and we're not fucking Americans. We are Israelites, man. Africa was named after a white man. America was named after a white man. So you calling yourself African American, you're saying that you descend from two white men, which is foolishness, man. Because of the history of how the city became that way, and because of the number of strong purveyors here, it's unfortunate when we are not equally represented in the narrative, because we are such a strong part of the foundation, the backbone, and the story here, right? So that's, hey, and there you have it. And when you go into these comments, these so-called white people, they showing you for sure they hate your goddamn guts, because all the comments coming from the nasty comments. They're talking to you, shouldn't be recognized. All they want you to do, hey, you're okay as long as you're entertaining. Just entertain. We'll come and eat your food, but no. We ain't gonna tell nobody about really we like collard greens. We ain't gonna tell nobody about how we had the best ham hocks, some abominable shit. You know what I'm saying? Or your shrimp, crab, lobster, all this stuff that Negroes do. So you have to understand that Esau, man. This man, he doesn't like you, and he's never going to like you. As a matter of fact, let me get this Micah 2:10 real quick. So you had to really disassociate yourself with this place, man. Because America's falling, and we're glad about it. We are happily praying that America continues to fall. We're praying for a nuclear war to come through, and these so-called white people here in the Americas anyway, Babylon the Great, get the asses torn to pieces in this war, man. This World War III that's coming. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction. This is not our rest. This is not our place. We're looking for a place to come. Scripture talks about our place. It's coming in the future. Hey, look, this is a punishment for us not listening to Yahweh. When he told us, hey, look, don't do what these other nations are doing. Don't serve their gods. Don't get into idol worship. Have no other God before me. Soon as niggas started doing that, he sent our asses into slavery. And guess who he sent you into slavery to? Your enemies. Matter of fact, let's get that. These people are your enemies. These so-called white people, you can say, oh, but not all of them are like that. The fuck out of here, man. It don't make no difference if all of them are like that. Why would you trust any of them? Because you don't know what they're going to do. Esau, the so-called white man, he's really slippery when it comes to being likable. He comes in, he's a smooth talker, he shows up at the meeting, he's got the donuts, he's ordered the coffee, you know what I'm saying? He got the food, he talks to you with this soft, normal voice, and in the back of his mind, it's war. Scripture talks about that, man. You have to beware of this man. The scripture says to never trust thine enemy, man. Right? Deuteronomy 28:68. Let's get this. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. And Egypt is synonymous with bondage. When you go into, what is that? Let's see here. Salaki, I'll jump right back real quick. Let me see. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. What is the house of bondage? What is bondage? It's slavery. So let's go back to Deuteronomy 28:68 real quick. And it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, the house of bondage. This time, though, with ships. Now, if you look at the demographics on the map, you can walk from Egypt to Israel. You can walk from Israel to Egypt. That's a walkable walk, man. That's not that far. But this time, it's going into being synonymous with bondage or slavery. But this time, he says, I'm going to do it with ships. He's showing us that I'm going to send your ass into slavery. This time, I'm going to ship y'all asses away. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. For bondmen, which is slave men, and bondwomen, which is slave women, and no man shall buy you. And that word buy you, when you go into the Hebrew, it talks about redemption. No one is gonna get you out of this shit. I'm gonna send you into a slavery that nobody, not no damn Nat Turner, ain't gonna be no Malcolm X's, ain't gonna be no Martin Luther Kings, ain't gonna be no Marcus Garveys. Hey, they can try. You can march, you can beat your feet, you can march. Niggas been marching since they've been here. But no man shall buy you, which means redemption when you go into that in the Hebrew. No one's going to redeem you. No one's going to get you out of the mess that you're in except for the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's it. No one can escape this punishment. And it's the same way with you so-called white people. See, when a punishment comes upon you, you're not going to be able to escape it. The Lord is going to end our punishment, and it's coming soon. But in the meanwhile, he's going to in turn the same things that you've done to us as a people, he's going to do to you as a people. And it's not going to be pretty because you haven't shown no mercy. See? It's not enough that you got us. It's not enough that we've been your property for hundreds of years. You take it to a level of you treat your dog better than you treat us. You have a so-called white man, he'll be sitting on this porch, he'll be rocking in his rocking chair, and he loves his cadaver. He loves that dog way more than he loved any nigga that worked in the field for him and brought him all his money through, picked all his food, brought him all that wealth. He loves his dog more than you. So you're not gonna hey, it's not gonna fare well for you so-called white people, man. Galatians 6 and 7, it says, be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So what you so-called white people have sown throughout the earth, you're gonna reap that because it's a fruit. It's fruit. You're farmers. Everybody is a farmer, whether they want to be one or not. A lot of people don't know that they're farmers. Whatever you sow, all of us have the ability to sow. We all sowing every single day, whether it's in word or it's in deed or whatever you're doing. You're sowing, and people don't understand that, and a lot of people don't know that. But what you're sowing is fruit that's gonna eventually grow and come to a time of picking it. And this is what is about to happen to you Edomites. See, you've sown a lot of wickedness in the earth, and you're about to witness and reap a lot of what you've sown, man. It's clearly and simple, man. This is Job 34. What is that? 29. Yep. And this is you as a nation. So you can say, oh, well, individually. No, this as a nation of people, you're all going to reap what you've sown as a nation of people, the same way that we reap what we sown as a nation of people. Job 34 and 29, it says, when he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only. So the Lord, he's in control of nations of people, and he's in control of every single individual within those nations. Down to the smallest gnat, mosquito, ant. The Lord is in control of all those things. And he's in control of when y'all about to go into slavery. And it's coming soon. It's coming soon. You're going to reap what you've sown, man. You're going to reap what you've sown. Because like I said, again, when you go into stories like this, let's see. We can get a couple of these comments. This person says they choose not to be productive citizens. They think they are old and should have everything given to them. Not hard to figure out. See that? Then you got a person that responded to them and said, thank you. Finally, somebody with some balls to say this ignorance, man. They think they are old. What do you mean we think we're old? No, we are old. You're not fussing about these. America didn't even have nothing to do with the holler. The cost of the holler. You know what I'm talking about. But they send money over there to Israel. And matter of fact, they send our money. So-called black people that work jobs here in America that pay taxes. They sending our money to people that we had nothing to do with none of that shit. Right? Right? We shouldn't even be paying taxes. You said we free, right? If we was free, if you was giving me all my taxpayer money, if you was giving every Negro in America their taxpayers' money, and you wasn't taking money out of our check every week, you know how much further we would be as a people. Those hundreds of dollars that you're taking every month from the 40 to 50 million. I don't know how much the working class is. Might be maybe about 25 million of us are working, but just think. The hundreds of dollars that's being taken from us on a week to week, 2 week to month basis. Think about if we were able to keep that money. Think about what we can do with our homes. Think about what we can do with our communities. Think about where we can send our children to school. Think about, you know what I'm saying? Think about that. But they look at you like you're not shit and you don't do nothing. They don't see you as being anything. This is the way that they think, man. See, this person says, thankfully, finally, somebody with some balls. It says they choose not to be productive citizens. They think that they are old and should have everything given to them. Not hard to figure out, right? And this person's name is Worm. Anyway, well, Jacob is the worm because we're defenseless in this place. But what does the Lord have to say about things like that, though? Matter of fact, let me see here. Let me go into the blue letter real quick. And that's what I was talking about when the scriptures talks about they show no mercy, so they'll receive no mercy. Roughly paraphrasing, you're not going to receive no mercy because you don't have any. You don't have no mercy. You don't have no mercy towards it. You don't have no mercy towards your own people. Let's own us. Let's see if we can find this one though. Cause see, the Lord, he's requiring that pass, man. Y'all not getting away with the shit that y'all have done. Yep, Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and Yahweh requireth that which is past. You're going to pay for that stuff. As a matter of fact, let's get this one too. In Isaiah chapter 14. We got to love it, man. I cannot fucking wait, bro. I can't wait, man. I can't wait until this goes down. And it's happening. Isaiah 14:21, because you'll have these people say, well, I had nothing to do with slavery. I had nothing to... Hey, you living off... It just so happened, the things that your forefathers stole, it's not benefiting you like how it used to, but you're still benefiting off of it. Isaiah 14:21, it says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. See, the Lord said he required that which is past, right? Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. We don't need any more of your cities where it's all kinds of demonic shit going on. Prostitutes on the streets. Crackheads on the streets. People shooting up needles on the streets. The kids can't even go out and play. Trafficking on your streets. Shootouts on your streets. Your wicked ass courtrooms where you act as if you're just this people that's so righteous. You have people come and swear in on the Bible and you don't keep nothing in the scriptures. Wicked ass judges, wicked ass lawyers use the law to get out of shit that they in. I know Judge such and such. Get pulled over by an officer for the same shit that a regular citizen would do, and you able to flash your little credentials and get away with it. You know, it's all kinds of stuff. You're all in space. You got an international space center out there. You got all kinds of damn satellites and space junk hitting the earth every day. You all in the oceans. You all over the place with war, diseases. You're a nasty, corrupt people, man. And you're going to have to pay for that. We don't need no more of your cities. The Lord is going to come. He's coming to demolish. All your cities are going to be broken down. There's not going to be no more skyscrapers in the kingdom. You ain't going to be 60 floors up looking out somewhere or above the skies like I'm just this God. No, your ass going to be in a field. You're going to be on the bottom for real. You're going to be digging a damn hole to plant something in. For real. Straight up, man. You know, and Salakia for the rant. But it's just like, man, these people crazy, man. They look at Jake like we ain't, like we're nothing. But what does the scripture say in Psalms 83? That's what they will be like towards us. They're confederate together, all these nations, from Chinese, Japanese, Cambodians, Filipinos, you name it, all these different races of people. They hate you Negroes, but they will come to your neighborhood and set up shop and live off of you. They hate you so much, but they'll come through and make their living off of you for 30, 40, 50 years and pass the business on to another one of their children that'll do it all over again. Send them to college. They become doctors, lawyers, and don't have no. They'll, hey, how you doing? You know, they'll give you the, hey, how you doing? But they hate your fucking guts. All they want is your money. I was just at the store, and this one guy, he's like, man, well, I'm here all the time. I said, bro, his sister actually worked at the store. I said, bro, they don't remember you. They don't know your face. They don't pay no attention to you. Only thing they pay attention to is money. And these were some damn Elamites. Now I'm noticing that the Elamites, the damn Indians with the dot on their forehead, now they in the neighborhood buying up all the liquor stores and gas stations and shit. See? So, it is what it is, man. And we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. And when it straight comes down to it, you're going to have to pay for all the treachery that you have done to us as a people. And that's all you nations. We're going to put your fucking asses to work. Same way you work the shit out of us, we going to work the shit out of you. All that heartbreak, separating the families and all this other, all that heartbreak, all that crying, all that, great granddaddy and grandmama and them crying, you done snatched away their son and you done hung him up into a damn tree for nothing. Oh, y'all gonna pay for all that stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna end out there. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala.